Grace and peace from Bishop Michael Anthony McDaniel, CSI, Critical Scripture Investigator, FBI, Forensic Bible Investigator, and Senior Investigator of Westside Grace Ministries. Rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy 2:15. A audience of one. A detailed theological, eschatological, doctrinal, and logical study of Galatians 1:10. Primary text. Galatians 1:10, KJV. For do I now persuade men, or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. This verse serves as a foundational declaration of apostolic integrity and defines the nature of true spiritual authority, divine commission, and ministerial accountability. Paul reveals that the true servant of Christ lives and ministers before one ultimate audience, God Himself. The tension presented in this verse is between human approval and divine approval. The context of Galatians. The book of Galatians addresses the corruption of the gospel by legalistic teachers. The problem Judaizers were teaching that Gentiles must keep the Mosaic law to be justified. Paul responds by defending 1. The divine origin of his apostleship. The purity of the gospel of grace 3. Justification by faith apart from the law. Key context verses Galatians 1:6-7, KJV. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of Christ. Galatians 1:8, KJV. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Thus Galatians 1:10 becomes Paul's explanation. He is not softening the gospel to please people. The theological meaning 1. The nature of divine accountability. Paul presents a binary choice: pleasing men, pleasing God. A servant of Christ cannot ultimately serve both masters. Supporting Scripture. 1 Thessalonians 2:4, KJV. But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God which trieth our hearts. God is the examiner of motives. The ministry is therefore a divine stewardship. 2. The identity of a servant of Christ. The word servant comes from the Greek, doulos, bondservant or slave, meaning one whose will is surrendered, one who belongs to a master. Paul therefore declares, if pleasing men were his objective, he could not belong to Christ. Supporting Scripture. Romans 6:16, KJV. Know ye not, that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death, or of obedience unto righteousness? Obedience determines true allegiance. Part 1. Like, share, and follow this ministry. Grace and peace.